Good evening, welcome everyone. It's another wonderful time being here today, and I'm happy to be joined by my very, very able pundits. This is the Juggernaut crooner. I have Baka here today, and you can see we sit right.
Yeah.
We try to mix things up a bit, right? It's not every time they'll be
The roles have been reversed.
They'll be roasting after. So the roles are reversed now, and my name is Titilo Yelumiwala Bolaji, and I'll let my colleagues, I'll let them introduce themselves. I'll start from Baka because I see you looked at him already. So.
Oh, okay. So Barca, back again on the channel. We've been okay. This is the second episode this week, so we're just here to catch up with you guys. Hope you're going to enjoy today's episode and more to come.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And to you.
I greet everybody. They say the tables have turned. The hunter has become the hunted. So I am here. I'm humble. So let's see how it goes, guys. See what please on the block.
All right. Thank you, guys. We want to thank our fellow supporters, viewers, for your support. Please continue. How do I say? What's the word for it? They say like, subscribe, share, whatever. Yeah. So today, I guess we have quite a few things to talk about. We will chat about the half game week, so to say. We'll talk about, because you see, we are all blacks here, right? So we have to talk about AFCON, right? Mm. And if we have time, we'll talk about, because we are in Asia, or the same, we can talk about what's going on in Asia, right? But before we go there, right, I have a bone to pick with people. So I will start with, what is going on with the Premier League? Why is Everton and Nottingham Forest up? And it seems like your club, they are trying to dodge the bullet again. Tell me about that.
Well, I feel like every time we hear the financial year, everyone is always looking towards Chelsea to see how Chelsea can be, can be put down or can be brought down because of FFP. But the truth of the matter is, I think Chelsea are being really, really smart these days in doing their businesses, and we would always escape all these financial
these days.
Yeah.
How about previously?
Okay, because we've come out clean. We've come out clean. The new owners have come out clean. We've let the Premier League body know. We've let UEFA know. Okay, there was some mismanagement of finance with the previous ownership, but I think that is being sorted out. And again, it's just a pity for Nottingham Forest and Everton. Well, I really wish them well. And as a fan, it's not in my position to really understand what the club goes through. But so far as my club is not involved, it's all fine.
Okay, before I'll let you react to what he has just said back about. But before that, okay, like when we were back in the universities, right, and we were preparing for exams, they would say, give us AOC. So I want to ask you now, from a fan to another fanatic, right? I would say, can you give clubs the origin? How do you people beat these things? Because you guys are obviously dubious. That's why you use the word escape.
Okay, when you say how we escape it, I feel like the very first point of call is to be transparent, because I feel without that transparency, I feel like Chelsea would have been long chopped. Like, I don't think we would have survived any of these
all the financial
hurdles. Yeah. So I feel that's the difference with Chelsea and the other clubs that are being run. So I feel like being transparent over our transfer matters, over our financial matters, has really helped a lot. Because when they knew, of course, I know that during the Abramovich era, there are instances whereby we would double cross clubs to get players. And certainly you would also know that maybe if that player cost 35 million, probably maybe on the ground, maybe that player would have worth more than maybe 40 million, you understand? But based on the new ownership and how the model they want to portray, I feel like being transparent is one of them, and actually playing to the books is also one of them. That's why they are big advocates of selling homegrown players just to balance books. So I think that is one of the things that is saving Chelsea at the moment, because we have lots of the homegrown talents that are being sold for pure profits, and it actually cancels out most of these debts and for the longer term.
All right. So Baka, I give you a chance to respond to he has touted transparency. He has put the blame on the old owners and the previous regime.
But what can I do?
And now he's saying that they are making profit, that they are selling for profit. And they are using that to offset their debts. That seems to be the reason. And then they are being cooperative. And that seems to be the reason why they are not getting any ban, no fines, no nothing. Do you think that is true?
That's not true. This new ownership has been there for only like 1 year, right? So like 1 year plus.
Yeah, we are good
a year and a half
now. Yeah.
So a year and a half. So before then, he has already said when the oligarch was there that there are a lot of shady stuff that was there. So you still have to get punished for that, because it's also the same period that Man City did their own hanky-panky stuffs and all those things. And for me, I've always had problem with administrators. I've already said it. Like Premier League, UEFA, FIFA. I don't know. These top teams. I don't know if you guys saw Jurgen Klopp's interview. That was like there are 3 clubs that can do whatever they want. He didn't name the clubs, but I think everybody knows who are those 3
So
clubs.
can you mention those clubs?
Manchester United, Manchester City, and Chelsea. Obviously.
So, there are those 3 clubs, and those 3 clubs. I don't know how they managed to do it. Like you can see, like even they can afford like the best legislators, lawyers in the world, so they can be able to manipulate cases to prolong it for so long. And clubs like Everton, Nottingham Forest are the ones that are getting punished because they will say that their own crime is small, so we can just punish them one time. For Man City, Chelsea is a bit complicated.
Yeah.
It's going to take time.
No, but I don't understand. What are you saying? Like,
you.
Yeah, this is my turn.
This
Right?
is his turn.
Let's
Let him respond.
It's okay.
Let him respond.
I'll respond.
So for some reason, I don't know how these clubs are able to overpower the so-called administrators, and I think they really need to come out and like show, like, okay, they are the administrators. They're the ones that are supposed to put the league
in right standings, right?
Yeah. So that's what I feel. So the fact that you said, I know, 18 months we've run our club well. Then what happened the last 20 years when the oligarch was there?
I for one, right? Sorry to cut you. I would like to say that I think Chelsea has come a long way from shady deals. I'm not saying that they are perfect or they are clean, but I also have a feeling, right? There's this gut feeling that I have that everything they are doing, that they are saying, oh, we're cooperating, we are allowing you shine light into our finances to hate this. It's just trying to paper over those cracks and those things that has been done in the past, right? I'm a great fan. I believe that even an heartfelt apology cannot erase the past. Okay. You can only appease the future. But I don't want you to respond. No.
I have to. You have to give me the right to rebuttal. Now, the fact is, you cannot just heap blames on Chelsea and feel like we deserve to be punished. Punished for what? For crimes that you are having that as an imagination. Because for you to be punished means that you must be found guilty. Exactly.
You understand that whether you're hold on. You understand that whether you're found guilty.
Okay, I can tell you guys this for a fact that, you see, for Chelsea, whatever that is going to happen, because Chelsea is still also under investigation for
other things,
generational accountability. Let's use that word. But without you being found guilty, nobody has the right to use any kind of words against Chelsea.
No, there's a difference.
That's the thing. No, because you cannot say it's just like Man City. You cannot say that Man City has defaulted FFP when they have not been found guilty. It's as simple as that.
Those ones have been charged.
They have not been charged yet.
They've been charged.
They've not been charged.
See
They
why?
have 115 charges. You say they've not been charged.
Okay. When you say those are charges,
See
the
why?
allegations.
Yeah, Chelsea
why?
don't have charges, but Man City have.
See why? You
I
don't
mean,
understand that. Let's not get hung up on semantics, right? There's a difference. Wait, there's a difference between being guilty and being found guilty. You know that, right?
What?
No, hold on.
No.
Do you agree with me?
No. You cannot use that in law. You cannot use that.
This is not a court of law.
In law, because not everything it's according to laws.
I'm saying.
In law, you have to be found guilty.
So you guys are not,
with reasonable doubt.
So you guys are not guilty, right?
For now, we are not guilty.
You guys are not guilty.
We've balanced our books perfectly.
So why did you use the word?
Yes.
Why did you use the word escape, shady deals, last administration?
Okay, fine. As a fan, I have to tell you that these are things that the club has already come forward to expose. So it's something that is not hidden.
So you're not guilty. Why? Are you
so now
exposing?
the thing is, of course, they are saying that there are certain things that were done that were not accurate, and they have acknowledged that. They have already laid bare to the governing body. Of
so
course,
they don't deserve to be
and
punished.
you know that we were charged somehow. We were asked to pay a certain amount.
Yeah, there was a fine.
That was to UEFA.
Yeah, UEFA.
To UEFA. So
But you're not guilty.
if we have come up to open up and then lay our books bare to everybody, so why would you have come to say, okay, see our books here. We did this mistake here. We did this mistake here, but we want to correct things.
That's why.
You find me. When you find me, that's a corrective measure. Then you cannot use the word that you found guilty.
Why did I find you then? If you're not guilty, why do you need to pay?
Bro, there is something that when you voluntarily come out and say, oh, bro, I stole your wristwatch.
Does that stop it from being a crime?
Yeah. Or I stole 100 and I returned 10.
Anyways,
guys, this is not going to be an unending argument.
No.
Because
That's why I
the
said.
self-acclaimed saints, Arsenal, they have balanced their books. They don't have issues. That is what they will say.
No.
Let's move forward.
It's not only Arsenal. There are a lot of teams that want run.
Let's move forward.
Hold on. That's why I've said that. You guys have come a long way. I gave you kudos. I gave you props. But as you don't want to collect the flower now,
I'm collecting my flowers.
Let me take you
There's
back.
no props,
No.
bro. They
Let's
cheated
move
that
on. Let's move on to the what's the word for it? The half game week where we had a couple of games played. If I run them down from
Actually, the game week is still on.
it ends on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So
Ends on
It's going
Sunday,
to end
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Monday, 15th January, Manchester United played Spurs, right? On the 14th, that was a Saturday, I think. Newcastle played Man City. That was a top tier game to me. Everton drew with Aston Villa. It looks like Project Aston Villa is not
falling apart.
And
Falling
then
apart.
Sunday, Burnley played Luton, 1-1 draw, and then Chelsea again. They seem to be on the roll. They beat fellow Londoners Fulham 1-0. So let's take it from there. Back at this time around, what do you think of the Chelsea game? Do you think Chelsea have actually turned the corner this time around, or it's just one of the things?
I really didn't watch the game, so to be honest, I don't know how they played. But at least if you look at the form table, you can see that they are winning games. I think 3 on a row at home, right?
Yeah, 3 on the
so at
bounce
least-
at home.
So I think
First
that's
time.
what they really need. For them is just to just find
First
and
time in
find a way
how many years? It's been
First
a while.
time since
4 years, right?
2021.
In 4 years, since 2021 or 2020?
2021. Yeah, 2020.
2020. I said 2020. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So I think they need that at least. They don't need to play well. Just get the result first. Then once the confidence is there, they can get back to what they.
See, I like as fans, right? I like the way we just suppose some words, right? So okay, they are not playing well, but they are winning, right? At the point, if it's another thing, they'll be like, oh, they are playing well, but they are not winning. You get it. So, but I'm happy because honestly, Chelsea is not the caliber of team that deserves to be in the 13th and the 10th.
And those kind of teams like those Fulham are the kind of tricky fixtures for them.
Yes.
So at least if they can just get one over, at least I think that's fine.
So see why?
Good for
Yeah,
Chelsea.
quickly, as a Chelsea fan, how did you feel?
Well, if you ask me as a Chelsea fan, that match was actually shambolic. Why? Because it still looks like at the moment.
You can't score. You can't get it.
Yeah, we can't get the goal scoring right, but every other thing is getting perfected. But you can also see that under Pochettino, Chelsea still don't have a particular style of play.
But
I thought they did. Those
well,
edges and all those.
Yeah, that's what it seems on the books, but in reality, it doesn't.
When it comes,
appear.
when it
doesn't
comes
come
to
together.
free football, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
it doesn't come.
I
together.
remember, I think I was even banting with you during the game, right? That who is wearing number 11 or 17 for
Exactly.
you guys, right? Because for the last quarter of the game, Fulham wanted to actually kill Chelsea, you know.
No. I think this happened from the word get go, because you could see that Chelsea were not able to actually pass on the get to the final third. They could not do anything. So they will pass, sideways pass. It was just all over the place. So you could really see that we really lack leaders. But surprisingly, I saw on that game, I saw that Enzo Fernandez came alive, and even Moses Caicedo came alive. But the only issue that we still have is that when we get to the attacking options, we start to melt down. Sideways passing, passing back to the back, no clear-cut chances. Broja is still, upcoming and all those stuff. So I think he's still,
That guy has been like how many seasons?
Upcoming.
He's still upcoming because he's full of injury, and whenever he comes back, he never gets back himself. So I really feel pity for him.
Upcoming in the Chelsea team.
That guy is not upcoming, man.
Anyways,
in the Premier League.
So I feel like Chelsea is still a project to observe, and I'm just thinking that probably this season, if we end 6th, 7th, or 8th, is an achievement. Yeah.
5th. Anyways.
Yeah. 5th, 6th, 7th is an achievement.
I want to take
because it's already, if you can see the table now, they actually reduce the point gap.
I want to take my time back. So we move to Burnley and Luton. Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched Luton and Burnley. Actually, when two sides are suffering relegation battle, but I think the match should have gone to Luton's favor, but due to some refereeing decisions, actually.
So, anyways, remember, I still have this belief that Luton will not be relegated. I might be one of those few people, but.
Well, it's possible with this. Maybe we don't know what happens to Nottingham Forest and Everton. So
yeah.
So now let's move on back at Everton, Aston Villa, Project Villa, and wannabe Merseyside.
I feel like going back to those Arsenal fans on Twitter that we say, we should have left Emery or all those people.
Oh.
We've seen this before. We've seen this movie before for Emery. There's always that period whereby he goes on a streak, 13, 14. I like him because he always gets the best out of every striker that he coaches. Like somehow the striker always scores goals. So that's what I think with Watkins also is the same. But for him, there's always that point whereby everything just goes off. Everything just goes off. You go like 7, 8 games. You won't see anything. So I think he's at that period. Unfortunately, he has had this honeymoon. It lasted long, like 18 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
All right.
I really think the wheels will come up at some point.
He
can still make the top 4, top 5. It's possible. But
that's the best it can be, right?
Because their form doesn't look good. I think 1 win in 5 or something.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the team of the moment, the man of the moment, Kevin De Bruyne. He's back.
Wow.
Fucking genius.
Wow, bro.
Fantastic player. Moving up the ladder in terms of overall assist in the Premier League as well.
Man.
Came back from injury, 1 goal, 1 assist. Fantastic display. I don't even think the guy spent 40 minutes on the pitch, and the whole place just
on fire,
reek of perfection. And I'm not a Man City fan, but I like good players. I like good things, right? So tell me, how did you feel? But that is not to take, in the game week, the ongoing game week, there are 2 teams that I like, even though they didn't win, right? The quality of the game, the way they played, didn't take anything away from them, right? Newcastle, the way they played with Man City,
Absolutely.
and Fulham, the way they played Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
They didn't come out as winners, but it didn't take anything away. We were really, really, really entertained. So tell me, Barca, Newcastle, Manchester City. What was the what went on in your mind? What goes through your head when you saw the game?
I think if you're a Liverpool fan or Arsenal fan and you're watching that game, you'll be like, here we go again.
Here we go.
You'll be like, it's deja vu all over.
They're just like, Man City are back. They're going to win like 17 straight games. The way you see, like, De Bruyne is back. Haaland is not even back, man. But you feel like when Haaland is back, De Bruyne is there.
Yeah.
Like, I think even the teams before they play them, you already like, because there's that feeling in sports when those people are match winners.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So like when you just see those guys on the pitch, you just feel like we might not have a chance. So I feel like if you're Man City, if you're Arsenal or like Liverpool or any other team probably that has aspirations that you can try and match Man City, if you are seeing that, it's not a good sight. It's not a good sight.
Okay.
That's what I'm just feeling. Like, just imagine how many minutes he spent on the pitch.
Yeah.
And he managed to change the whole game and win.
You know what? On his FPL, people that actually put Kevin De Bruyne had 12 points.
Yeah, man, because even me, I was like keeping an eye on him because Salah is leaving, so like
he's
one of those guys
to swap, right?
But I was feeling like he just came back from injury, so
that Pep Guardiola might not even play. Guardiola might just put him there and stuff like that.
But yeah, I think that's the impact of those kind of players, and unfortunately, watch out for Man City again. I was saying it in the last episode, right? This is it, man.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I have something to say to
go on.
You know that I always feel like, how would Chelsea have been if we still had Kevin De Bruyne, we still had Salah?
Your problem might be nothing.
No. With the consistency they have shown on the Premier League. Now, do you believe that some players are badly coached by certain coaches?
No, I believe some players are not a perfect fit for some clubs.
Yeah, because you look at that time with Chelsea, they don't have the patience for a young player.
They don't. At that time, your philosophy was totally different. Yeah. So you see, at the end of the day, right, when it doesn't take anything away from the fact that some players are naturals, they are born to do it. Some so it takes a while for some to mature, right? It takes a while for some to mature and grow into it. Some can hit the ground running. And Salah, De Bruyne, they are the ones that it took a while for them. They needed to go someplace else to find themselves, to find their own confidence, and then come back to say that you said I wasn't going to make it here. Yeah. So when they came back with vengeance. I remember when Liverpool bought Salah then, and they acclaimed Ola and the Liverpool fans. They were like, I'm like, wait and see. Tomorrow night, they will not let us hear.
If you check the comments when they see it, the day they signed this thing from Liverpool fans, it's just funny.
Say, you got which reject did you buy?
Matt Jarvis, what? But funny enough, those are like probably the two best players in the Premier League.
I'm telling you.
And Chelsea's hands.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to Manchester United and freaking Spurs. I said fucking Spurs, but I'm being civil. Freaking Spurs. They played a 2-2 draw.
Yep.
Right? And surprisingly, Marcus Rashford scored a beautiful goal. Rasmus, another goal. Yep. Richarlison seems to be finding the net
now.
now.
Happy for him, man.
Yeah. Might be the coach might be.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That certain coaches can bring out the best in the player, right? And there are certain coaches that will just kill your confidence.
Yeah, and to cap it off for Spurs, right? Timo Werner, another Chelsea reject, came back, had an assist. Pedro Porro as well. What do you think? I heard some people bigging up Spurs, saying that they could challenge Liverpool and da. What do you think about that?
Well, for me,
why were you both quiet?
No,
It's
we're
Spurs
not
now,
quiet.
because-
It's Spurs and freaking Spurs. We don't like them.
Oh, okay.
I don't like
me-
Spurs. But the fact is, I think under this particular manager, they are in one of their best seasons in a long time.
I
Yeah,
doubt.
why I'm saying that is because
Is it the way they play,
the way they play,
or the prospects that they have in the team?
the way they play
Okay.
and the prospects that they have, you could see that there's within a very short time there is some sort of consistency.
I get owing to the fact that you don't expect that any team will lose a player of Harry Kane.
And they are
And
still
still
playing
be-
very well.
and
Yeah.
see-
So
and-
that's
and-
where
and-
I'm coming from. That's the angle. Apart from that, it's freaking Spurs.
I
don't
get
care.
that. So that is that regarding that's all the recap we have regarding the game week. That's game week 21, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's gonna end on Sunday, like Baka has rightly said. And that's that about the Premier League. Now, my director has told me that that's all the time I have for you today, and then you see catch us in another episode for the AFCON reviews. I still remain Titilu Yulumi Walajide Bolaji, and